Having to work appreciate the person on that play button. I'm Willie Williams. Glad y'all go and join me whenever a player swallow rosary beads. Rosary beads. You almost know you about to have a old problem out here in these streets. We got a passenger who caused a disturbance on a plane flight that was going to Miami from somewhere. I think from Atlanta to Miami or something like that right there. He done swallowed some rosary beads and done acted a plumb fool out here in these streets. Here we go.
Off the top at 10, an unsettling flight from Savannah, Georgia to Miami leaves passengers shaken after they say a man on their plane began behaving erratically. Witnesses say he started screaming and stomping when the wheels went up. I'm Jim Barry. They say he then swallowed rosary beads and kicked a flight attendant in the chest. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us live from MIA with this exclusive. Anna, bring us up to speed on this.
Well, Jim, I spoke to a passenger that helped to take this man down, and he tells me this entire ordeal was the most disturbing thing he's ever experienced in his life. This Savannah flight bound for Miami hit turbulence just moments after takeoff, and we're not talking about the skies.
Myself and my friend were talking, we're like, we could have to take this guy down.
Rob Rosenberg was on this Monday night flight when he says a man, later identified as 31-year-old DeLonge Augustin, started violently shaking and screaming moments after takeoff. Rosenberg says the crew and passengers initially thought Augustin was having a seizure.
He started stomping his feet violently, like heavily, and screaming. It was kind of a chant. He was talking about devils and possession, and it was like, you have to kind of see it to believe it, sort of thing.
According to the criminal complaint, when Flight Attendant 2 approached Augustin to check on his welfare, Augustin turned in his seat, lifted his legs, and kicked Flight Attendant 2 in the chest.
He was being so violent, you were like, this is not normal.
Police say after he kicked the flight attendant, the pilot decided to turn the plane back to Savannah. But Rosenberg says the man continued causing a scene by kicking the back of another passenger's seat.
Destroyed this other man's seat. Like, he kicked it and punched it and just buckled the seat completely over.
Rosenberg says once they were grounded, Augustin once again became violent.
Now, I got a question. Now, was he on that fentanyl?
He just charged the front doors of the plane, like swinging wildly.
That's when Rosenberg, his friend, and another man took Augustin down. Rosenberg says Augustin swallowed rosary beads while on the ground and was gripping onto his sister during the takedown.
She had a bun in her hair, and he grabbed hold of her bun in her hair, and he grabbed hold of her pants and wouldn't let her go. So they tased him once, twice, 3 times. He still didn't let go. At that point, they had to cut the woman's hair to make him let go.
Y'all cut a doggy woman hair?
Rosenberg says Augustin was arrested while his sister sang what sounded like hymns.
They were possessed. That was a very, very, very disturbing.
Oh, so she started singing hymns. So he got the hymns, he's screaming, he yelling, he acting ass, he punching stuff, he's swallowing rosary beads. Sound like some religious stuff to me. Yeah, it's just a good thing he ain't holler Allah Akbar. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen a lot of stuff in my life. That was probably the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
And according to this criminal complaint, Augustin told his sister while they were on the flight that they were going to go to Haiti to flee from spiritual and religious attacks. Police also say that Augustin told his sister that Satan's disciples had followed them onto the plane. He is facing several charges tonight. But for now, reporting live from the Miami.
See, these type of people that you need to get off the doggone plane. Bitch, we is up in the air, and now you want to act ass. You didn't act ass the whole time that you was on the ground. You did not cut up. You didn't make no disturbance. You ain't even talk loud. But now that we up in the air and shit, you talking about spirits and all that fly shit, man, listen. Shout out to these good old Americans for jumping on up to try to apprehend a player, to try to calm him down, because in case a lot of y'all don't know, a lot of these people trying to open up the plane doors. They be trying to step off the plane, you know, at the wrong time. The plane is up in the air, the plane not on the ground, but they be wanting to step out and have a word with somebody, you know, and it be a good thing. So listen, a lot of people was in their feelings back when 9/11 happened, and you know, we saying that a lot of people, they should have attacked the attackers and stuff like that right there. But a lot of people, they was afraid, and I do understand that. But nowadays we have a whole bunch of passengers who ain't afraid, and they not, listen. You're not taking the goddamn plane down. You're not finna really interrupt this doggone flight other than what you're trying to do. But you're not finna like open up a door or bust a window out. So shout out to these good Americans for stepping up, try to whoop something. See, now this is one of them times where y'all supposed to whooped.
Shaking and screaming moments after takeoff. Rosenberg says the crew and passengers initially thought Augustin was having a seizure.
Y'all supposed to put his, y'all supposed to made him have a seizure. And I tell you that this is one of them times where you can really get off on choking the dog crap out of some doggone body. You could have got off with removing him from Earth. And one of you good people could have got off with removing him from Earth, and all you had to do is say, this happened while trying to restrain him. He was being violent, and we tried to restrain him, and once we released him, he stopped breathing, you know?
Started stomping his feet violently, like heavily, and screaming. It was kind of a chant. He was talking about devils and possession.
See, when you go to talking about devils and gods and worshiping the spirits and all this shit right here, we need to go on and just tie you on down, man. But listen, just because y'all on the plane, that does not mean to start watching 12-360 or 9, and you always got to be willing to take action, especially when it comes down to self-preservation. I do understand a lot of people, we don't want to get in other people's business, but we is talking about in a tube, a pressurized tube. You do not want people busting out windows and opening up doors. So although we need to stay out of people's business, when things is happening on a plane, it is your business to stay alive. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Remember, subscribe, share. I'm out of here, man.